He's 28 years old, played collegiately at UCLA, and is an Olympic bronze medalist. Oh, ball, does it float out? Oh, just a little out.
Well, it's fun. I'm going to ask you all to look at the serve receive pattern of China. They were all on the right side of the court and then made a big shift. We'll take a look at that next time around.
Uan Tai, 27 years old, outside hitter. First ball swing from Kyle Ensing, also added to the roster, also an Olympic bronze medalist.
And that looks very comfortable, and Ensing has to be able to side out. He's an opposite that has to side out in this rotation. He's one of the best at doing that.
Certainly Ma'a, Ensing, Jendrik, and Shoji were all Olympic bronze medalists in Paris in 2024. Good rip, but long, no touch.
Might be looking for hands, just might be trying to find the court right now. We're going to get an idea of what each team's strategy is here in the first 8 to 10 points.
Here's Jacob Pasteur, played collegiately at Ohio State, only 1 year of pro ball under his belt. Oh, big bang and a big dig from Pasteur. Back, Ewert. Oh, and it's good. Ma'a gets it good. China runs cross court. Ewert again. Ensing puts it away. USA outlasts China.
Well, my goodness, they're here. They're ready to play in front of their home crowd, keeping the ball alive. This play by Ma'a, there's no way in the world I thought that ball was going over the net. Absolutely no way.
Only Pasteur and Ewert were not part of that national team, and you saw it there with Ewert and Shoji coming close. You got to learn. Shoji can get to everything.
Yep, he certainly can. You got to give him the green light and let him go.
Big dig from Ewert again. That's his second one already. Playing with aggression, Ma'a chooses backcourt violence from Jacob Pasteur. Point USA.
Incredible defense on both sides to start this, and I think we'll take a look at a net violation right after the play. Couldn't control his body.
First timeout taken already by China. Each team gets 2 timeouts per set. That's China's first one, and of course, 2 challenges as well. You talked about the win prediction. It changes as the match goes on, but USA heavily favored.
Yeah, they are heavily favored. They have the Olympians on their side. They have the experience at the VNLs consistently year after year, and they're at home. So not a bad prediction. We'll see how it ebbs and flows.
We'll see how it goes. Ewert spent a lot of time in USA Gym last summer as well, so he's played with a lot of these guys. Big rip from the outside, Didao Shuai.
Well, it's a perfect pass in. That's what China has to do. Handle this ball perfectly, get these one-on-one opportunities for their hitters.
And certainly the middle holding Jendrik to get that one-on-one opportunity. This is the 26-year-old middle, Li Yongqian. Perfect pass by Pasteur. Oh, and send it back, Zhang Jutia.
Wow, how smart of Jutia to see this play. He doesn't really even move. He's watching and waiting for the back row attack. Brilliant play.
And that's something we haven't seen because USA in the first week in Rio ran that backcourt bick or pipe up the middle consistently to nobody's defense.
Well, and when you scout well enough and you know when it's coming, that's exactly what you see what China did on their side of the net. Just wait for it.
Kanigi up front and in now. He's also another person who was in the first week of Volleyball Nations League, getting his feet under him. Oh, and that's the way you do it. Kanigi and Ewert combine.
Ewert with a beautiful drop into that angle. I love this move because he sees the attacker going to the cross court and he seals that seam completely.
They got a lot of time next to each other in Rio in week 1. Send it back. Ma'a takes a quick look at his options. And a little tenderness from Ensing on the right side.
Look at Ensing slowing it down a little bit. This is a guy that loves to hit the ball and has really expanded his game over the last few years. A beautiful tip to the middle of the court.
Jendrick's serve. It's the backcourt play coming the other way, and it looks so good on Yuan Tai.
Well, they're using a different zone there, creating that opportunity, not down just the middle, but just off the shoulder of the middle blocker to create that seam.
Wenzu Hua, tough serve. Oh! And I love what Jutia is doing in the middle, number 12 for China. How's he so effective?
He's just reading the play. He understands when they're going to set. He's reading the setter very long, which is, you can see his eyes on the setter. That's why he's able to pick up the hitters.
Shoji, first pass. Ewert blasts away off the block, and USA point.
Nice side out for the USA by Ewert, using the block, hitting this ball hard and flat. The faster you can get into that middle blocker, the more it'll go out of bounds.
Why?
Because you're hitting it fast and the block is late and flying, so the ball's gonna fly away as well.
And then the middle up on the other side, quick attacking. What have you liked that you've seen from China so far?
Well, I like everything they're doing out of the middle of the court, the blocking, and of course, how they're running their offense through the middle of the court as well. So they're doing a nice job handling the ball and exposing the block right now on the USA side.
Ma'a grabs that before it's an ace. Shoji, jump set. Well, full effort from China. And we're just watching to make sure they don't run into fans or each other.
I wasn't sure if he was going to make a dive into the ball cart off the edge of the floor, but here's that high swing off the hands, and China doing everything they can to keep that ball alive.
Ewert did a lot of great things in Rio Week 1. Carnegie's serve is heat. Triple block, send it back court.
And now the USA doing a nice job recognizing when this back row attack is coming. No one jumped, but everyone was in that bunch block, knowing that most of the offense is coming from the middle of the court.
And that's a really important adjustment, considering there was not a timeout. No coaches are telling them that. That's conversation within the court. Shoji. Up and down, and Jutia causing a lot of problems.
Just fast and physical, throwing the ball around. He knows he doesn't have to hit it every single time. He can just get on top of it and find the floor.
To have a middle be your points leader, I mean, I know we're very early on, is surprising.
It's surprising and it's impressive.
It also tells you that maybe USA is not serving tough enough.
Yeah, they're serving, but I really like how China is handling the ball. And even when that ball was off the net, they were firing in the middle set. So I think they want to stress it early.
Here's Carnegie, three-time All-American out of Vassar. He's been playing professionally in Germany. Passes on the money yet again, options available. Ewert steps right in to set a money ball over to Ensing.
And Ensing, seeing that triple block, knows that he can't hit right into the center of it, goes off the edge, the left hand of the outside, the middle blocker.
Carnegie serving again. Keep your eye on number 29 for USA, Ewert. He's doing some great work. Ewert is, this season, this Volleyball Nations League is really all about the outsides, because they don't have their Olympic outsides. Aaron Russell, TJ DeFalco, Thomas Jaski, and Garrett Mwanga Tutir. They're taking breaks and such. And so we're learning who's going to be on the outside.
Well, and it's really exciting because it's early in the quad and they're getting so much experience, and this is kind of like this ongoing tryout, really. It's who's going to step up in the big moments and the tight matches, and that's what you're seeing in the VNL.
And right there you saw Ewert with a perfect pass. That's a big part of the job for an outside player. Ma'a floated the first one, try spin. It's out. He'll get on a roll at some point. Played collegiately at UCLA. Here's Uwantai again. For those that haven't followed Volleyball Nations League, it's 3 weeks of preliminary pool play. And you play 4 matches in each of those 3 weeks. The top 8 of 18 teams, the top 8 will advance to the finals in China. That's where the USA is trying to get to. China will be there automatically as hosts. Ewert turns the other way. Off hands.
Oh, he definitely got it. Looked like there was also a net, but that was a smart swing. Turned his whole body. Watch his feet get there, and then he turns to hit those hands and get it to go out of bounds.
Second timeout called by China. A very animated discussion in China.
Yeah, Vital Hannon just going off on all the players. Hey, we've got to play better. We couldn't quite hear exactly what he was saying, but you know we have to increase our level of play in certain areas on the court, and that's what they're looking to do right now, see if they can match the level of the USA.
Yeah, extra points for the translator who was trying to translate all of that as quickly as possible. China is out of timeouts after just 9 points. Pasteur serving. Li Longqian, one of the middles for China, behind the service line, 26 years old. Pasteur, nice pass. And Ewert again.
Pasteur is passing nails right now. I'm super impressed with the passing, the outsides, and the passers on this USA team handling the ball perfectly. And that's why you're seeing so many one-on-ones, so many split blocks.
Here's Jendrik. What a set, the one-handed strength.
That was a good-looking play. Not easy to go up with one hand and just set this ball perfectly to your outside hitter. Caught Ensing floating out to the antenna.
You talked about Pasteur's passing. Well, he's passing 100%.
Yeah, well, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
There you go.
The team at passing 71% positive.
That's astronomical right now.
And another one from Shoji, right on the money. Kanigi takes a good swing. This is a team that looks like they've played together with this lineup before.
They really do. It's comfortable. They're really playing smoothly. This connection with the setter and all the hitters is going very well right now. No confusion in the seams, no issues right now.
Double sub for USA coming in. You get 6 substitutions per set. And so for this one, they're going to use Quinn Isaacson as he comes in, along with Kyle Hobus. And Hobus had a fantastic first week, 39 points in 3 matches in week number 1. He was a revelation.
That's incredible, incredible numbers.
Here's Quinn Isaacson. Set a beautiful match. He plays professionally in Poland. Block sends it back. China's defense gets it up. What a delivery there. Love that set.
Excellent coverage and creating something very unique. Here's the cover ball. And the set that you're talking about just flings it back, going in the opposite direction. Beautiful play on the Chinese side.
Yeah, that's Wang Haibin, who, again, the same thing, double sub for China. Shoji, everything is in Ma'a's hands. Shoji runs everybody out of the way. Mine. Does not matter where it is. It's mine.
Hey, and that's what he has to do. We talked about this different lineup playing with each other. If he doesn't, he's going to have all these young kids trying to play the ball.
Exactly.
The middles are going to try to play it. Get out of the way, everybody.
I do not need you. I'm a 3-time Olympian. Heavy serve takes China out of system. The middle was not an option, but they get what they need from the right side. And Jiang Xuan.
Xuan sees that deep corner, just physical. Look how high he is and deep into that corner, recognizing the block is taking a little more line on that swing.
Yeah, captain. He played in every match week 1 for China, which was in China,
right?
By the way, so they've had their home advantage. Isaacson takes a glance, decides to go back to Hobus. Just misses it, does Kyle Hobus.
It was the right idea. I like that reverse in transition. He got his hitter one-on-one. Hobus trying to hit that ball down the line. Just missed it deep. That's a good swing.
Zhang Zhaotia. Pasteur slides underneath. And then gets back up to do burpees. Isaacson gets a hand on it. It's not just a pass, it's a great set from Shoji. Trying a little tenderness, and Ewert gets caught.
Incredible hustle again on the USA side. Here's that hustle we were talking about. USA is playing so hard, but what a smart play. Recognizing that left side blocker coming in, and there's no defense on that area of the court.
Timeout, USA. That was listening to Lucas Slave, one of the assistants for USA. Tell us about what he's talking about with zone 6.
Well, he's talking about our hitters, the USA hitters hitting towards the middle of the court. And that's where they're getting dug or blocked. They have to move it around. That means hitting the ball towards the sidelines or deep on the end lines and avoid the meat of the block and the defense.
So paint the lines. That's the assignment.
That's it.
For Team USA, as China is now within 3. USA has 1 timeout remaining. That's just making the most of it by Pasteur.
Smart play. That ball's set a little bit tight, but he sees the block in front of him. Both hands to tool right off the edge. Very smart play.
And now behind the service line, we will see Gabby Garcia. Played at BYU, has a heavy serve. In the lap. Hobus was pulling off still.
Got to be stopped on defense. You always hear coaches say that. He was still working his way back, but I love this swing hard in that sharp angle. It's hard to dig anyway, especially when you're still moving a little bit.
China has been picking away at USA's lead. Perfect from Shoji. I think you're anticipating a block there, goes too wide.
Perfect pass, creates more opportunities. Again, USA's passing has been so good so far. Ewert going for it, couldn't come up with it.
China now within 2, set number 1. Pass is perfect. Ma chooses the middle, and China's got USA's number right now.
They are just surrounding the ball defensively. Again, reading the set, seeing the hitters. Beautiful play by Lee out of the middle.
Pasteur makes it right.
You can hear that hit the floor from up top of the venue. Pasteur getting on this ball quickly, beating the block before it has time to close.
He has a special arm. His brother Isaiah, drafted by the New York Yankees, also special arm.
Special arm.
I want to see Mom throw.
Family of arms.
Yes. Speaking of big arms, Micah Ma'a from the service line. Well handled. No answer for up the middle from Dao Shuai.
You can see Jendrick as he starts making that move. He knows he got burned and he tries to hang for it, but the offense clicking from the back row again for China.
Dao Shuai, 33 years old, had not been on this national team for 5 years, and Vital Hanan talked him into coming back.
Wow.
How can you say no to Vital?
Now, I mean, it's hard to. It's hard to say no to him. That's a long hiatus, though, if you think about being away from your national team for that long, coming back and then making an immediate impact.
Yeah, that's number 10. You see him on the right side of your screen that we're talking about. Here's Pasteur. Nice serve. Ewert playing with his head. So smart.
Ewert, we've seen lots of shots from him. Hard angle, a flat shot off the hands, and now the tip right over the top. I really love the variety in his game.
Pasteur served 80 miles an hour at one point during his NCAA career.
That's crazy.
Send it back again.
Ensing just waiting and hanging, seeing the tip coming. Gives an opportunity to wait, pause, and throw it back down.
The longer you leave Pasteur on that back line, the stronger that serve is going to get. 23 serving 19. Tries to pull the string a little bit. Brought back into play, no problem, and then blasted off the block. Brave swings from China.
It was a pretty cool play. Weren't sure where that ball was going to end up. The one-handed setback, and the Chinese team ready for it, taking advantage of the block.
Yeah, and the one-handed set was not from the setter.
No.
By the way,
no.
It was from the opposite.
It was really just pulling the ball back into the court.
Yeah, with
And
strength. Yeah. Wong Bin. Let it fly. Did not get it. And for anybody wondering, hey, I thought it was in. No, because we have it automatically. The officials gets it on an iPad immediately, courtesy of the technology from Bolt 6. It is set point USA. Jeff Jendrick serving. From the back court, plenty of power.
How good has Yang been so far? Just finding the court, hitting the ball outside of the blocker, taking that angle.
Set point number 2. Ma'a goes back to Ensing. Ensing tries soft and gets it sent back.
Ensing was in there just a little bit earlier. You could see him having a conversation with his setter, so he had to tip this ball as it was behind him. Nowhere else to go. China's doing a nice job controlling the net.
This is USA set point number 3. Can China keep fighting this off? Ma'a to Pasteur. Ripper from the backcourt. And USA takes set number 1.
China off the net. But those things were the primary reasons they won.
Set 2. Go out to Pasteur. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Jacob Pasteur going over to show respect and check.
That was, wow, that was a hard swing right in the face.
That's one of the hardest you'll see. You know, and China started with Wang Habin, who did not start the first set, but wow.
I don't know how he's getting up and playing.
Well, we'll see when he sets how many balls he sees,
exactly.
right? That's when you talk to your block, by the way.
Right. Help me out here.
Pasteur again, big swing. Shoji flies out of nowhere, and they find Jendrik, but so does Li Yongjian.
Well, the middle blockers for China have been very good. Controlling the middle of the court, diving in. That is a big move. He doesn't move over. He just jumps into that angle.
Yuan Tai serving. Shoji's going to dime it every time, and he does. There's a rip from Ewert.
Again, loving the firepower of this USA team. All of these arms, heavy arms coming in fast out of the back row.
USA led by 6 points at one point in set number 1. See if China doesn't let that get away from them. Ensing, touch, indeed.
Ensing finding it, finding the hands, going high and flat, and just catching the fingertips of the blockers on the other side of the net.
Carnegie now up front, number 26 in the middle. And they went right at him.
Now, right now, it's really the middles for China, keeping them in this, whether it's from the blocking side or offensively out of the middle of the court.
Whew, that's a heavy serve. Ma'a tries to bring it back. Does not get it. Wow.
That was a serious jump serve. My goodness.
These are shotguns from the end line. I mean,
all kinds of heat.
yeah, that's where you just wait for that next serve. Back-to-back aces.
Incredible. There is so much pace behind this serve coming on you fast right in the seams.
And again, that's a seam that they haven't had before between Pasteur and Shoji. Once that gets worked out, Pasteur will know Shoji's going to get that ball. Oh, 3 blistering serves in a row. Never has a block been so important. And they still break through it. It's China on a run.
Incredible jump serve. This is why you see teams jump serve over and over again. You're going to see some errors here and there, but this is why you can go on a run of a few points, give your team points, obviously, but that momentum moving forward.
Timeout, USA. What could you make out of that?
A little bit. They were talking about number 2 and the percentage of balls he's getting based on where the ball is coming from. So those are some stats they can pull out and know and be in the right spots.
And number 2, Jiang Xuan, has 2 aces, 3 serves. This is his 4th. Pull something off of it out of the timeout. Here's the opportunity. And I'm going to call that a coach's point from Karch Karai, right? Slowing things down.
For sure. You can't take that same risk that you were when you were on a roll. Here's the tip, the block and the touch and the play. There's too many hits. I don't know what he's arguing about.
Yeah, and I like that Ewert has shown us a little bit of everything today.
It's been great. And this is what you see, how these young players will evolve over time and how they expand their game.
So now Vital Heinen is calling for a challenge.
He is desperately trying to challenge whatever the call was.
A lot happening all at once. First,
Sure
we're
is.
talking about a double by the Chinese player. Then we're talking about breaking the plane of the net by a USA player. And what happened first, the chicken or the egg?
We shall see. And then I thought they said it was out. You know, there's a lot going on.
They're throwing a lot there.
There's
But
too
you know
much.
what? Nobody has said net violation. We haven't heard that part yet.
It might be coming next.
They're going to open up the mic in the arena. Antenna challenge. So the question is, okay, it's going to be a replay. I believe that's what we've come back to after all this mishigash, I think it's called.
That's a good word, because I don't have a word for it. I think what USA... Yeah. Shoji's correct. That's what I saw. 3.
Yeah.
The
Tell us.
block and then a touch.
By the Chinese player. Yes, that's the double.
Yes, that they thought was being called, but that wasn't actually even the call.
So now Karch Karai can challenge that. But at this point, we're very early in the set. Oh, here we go.
Open it up.
Okay, it's a replay. Let's just go back to a replay.
That's good.
No antenna touch. It's not like either one of these coaches were going to back off either.
No,
you know,
they
like
weren't.
nobody's going to be like, you have it. They shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't, and it's a long time to go back to serve again.
Here's what happens, though. You put the toughest server back on the service line, Jiang Xuan. Shoji back into the middle of the court. Pasteur gets it done. Huge side out after delay for Team USA.
That's a big one. It didn't look like they were standing there for the last 3 or 4 minutes. A perfect pass. That ball was cut to the sideline, and Pasteur coming in down between the block, unloading one more time.
Well, and to your point, Now it's off the shoulder of
Yes.
USA's middle blocker. So everybody moving it around a bit. Finding that middle and feeding big block. Oh, Carnegie working both sides of the net. Ewert and Ma'a helping out on either side.
Excellent blocking. First controlling the first middle attack. And then making a fast move to get there and close to the outside.
That was beautiful, Carnegie getting there just in the nick of time. Shoji puts it up nice and calmly. Ewert makes a good play with the block. Quick. Ewert, triple block, finds the back third of the court. Fans love it.
Phenomenal defense on both sides, and Ensing laying out for that tip. How about that heat coming at the end of the long rally?
We said this beginning of the quad right now, this VNL is all about the outsides. Both Ewert and Pasteur having fantastic first match. Oh, Ensing. Ripper, we talked about number 2, so did USA's huddle.
They want to get him the ball whenever they can, reversing the flow. That means going in one direction and setting in the other one. Another phenomenal swing by the opposite.
Yeah, Shuang has been the MVP of the Chinese League 3 times.
Oh. Ewert now attacking down the line. We'll just keep talking about all the different shots he has. Here's that, just straight down, not even cross body, just turning and thumping it.
Plays for Verona Volley in Italy. His sister, Jenna, just signed with Canigliano in Italy, so they'll both be there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. She's set for the University of Colorado, and he was an outside hitter for Stanford. Looking for hands, does not get it. And that's what it looks like when you're going for hands. It looks like some kind of apocalyptic miss, but it's not.
Some craziness, but that's what you have to do when there's a big block in front of you. You want to swing up, and if you miss the hands, it goes out of bounds.
Then the fans put their hands up.
Right.
Ensing, big block from China.
The block making the move on Ensing, reading this perfectly. They actually didn't go very far. They saw it coming right away.
Pasteur blasting off the block that time.
Had to hang in the air a little bit, was hitting that one on his way down. But very smart play, seeing the block, see him hang, and then just catch the edge of the block.
Yeah, I think Ma'a and Pasteur getting to know each other. Ma'a did not play in Rio week 1, nor did Pasteur, so.
Finding that connection.
That's the rotation where there is no libero on the court.
And that's a good touch. Otherwise, you would see Shoji really scoop that up. Yeah, that's easy. That's a transition play. But I love that run by China. Again, moving those zones, drifting the hitters.
Here's some seams potentially for USA. Ewert steps up to take it. Doors closing on that block for China time and time again.
It is. They're reading it well, understanding when it's happening.
Timeout taken by USA. Our win prediction still favoring USA heavily. They won the first set, but what are you seeing different from China in this set?
Well, I think they're understanding the USA's offense, so they're bunching in a little bit more, slowing down the back row attack a little bit. So that's a big difference. And the middles have been very good, and of course it's been their opposite this set. That's made a huge difference.
USA is now out of timeouts. That was their last one. To the middle, off the middle, and USA point.
And there's Jendrik getting up over the top of the middle blocker and using the hands.
Out of both USA timeouts, USA did score. And an ace serve. Ma's been waiting for it.
Well, you knew it was coming. He gets back there and rips it. Occasionally he'll float, and then he'll come back with a top spin.
And then he'll pull a string to break your heart.
Yes, and he just got so much action on that ball, such control.
When he has that side spin as well, that one, a break goes long. Ma can do anything. In fact, I remember collegiately they were playing against BYU at one point. They had some injuries, so they put him in as outside hitter.
Yeah.
He's a setter. And he was great.
He's got an arm.
Yeah. And Singh. One blocker is not going to be enough for the Olympic bronze medalist.
Incredible swing on the outside. Again, not using the back row attack, stressing that. You see the blockers staying in, hanging in the middle of the court to see if that's where the action's coming from. I like spreading it out.
Off the block, no good. Checking on Ensing, everybody fine.
May have hit him off the head.
When did we start apologizing for being great?
I don't know.
I don't even feel like we do that in the women's game.
Not as much. Not as much as we've seen in this match.
We say, I'm great. And
sorry.
Yeah, and not sorry. They're off the block, and good is Ewert. Ewert and Ensing, the leading scorers amongst all players in this match.
Now, how about that? Looking again for the hands, high and flat, getting that ball to skip out of bounds.
Middle, devastating, absolutely devastating, the crossbody kill.
Well, they're seeing the block right in front of them. The block's not diving enough to take away that angle. Here's that perfect pass. Perfectly executed play.
I mean, he's coming in at an angle.
Cuts it back.
Kind of dislocates his shoulder, crossing it back. I mean, woo! And a threatening serve from Jiang Xuan. That was a huge break for the USA.
Absolutely. We saw what he did the last time. He was on the end line for way too long for the USA.
USA is doing the double sub again. They still have their 6 subs remaining, now 4 after this. Quinn Isaacson coming in and will set, and Kyle Hobus is now up front playing on the opposite. It's just so smooth. It's like a rubber band. Snap.
It is, and it's tough when they're passing well. Talked about that on the USA side, and now you're seeing it a ton. Coming one direction, cutting back in the other direction.
Substitutions coming in. It's the double sub for China now. Yu Yao Chen and Wen Zhuha. On the money. It's not just that Shoji gets it. It's that he puts it in the hands of the setter.
That's what he does. That's what he does for a living, and he loves it. He loves the challenge of a hard-driven serve. Perfectly executed on the USA side. Beautiful set.
Both of a USA's liberos are played at Stanford, Kyle D'Agostino and Eric Shoji, and we saw Justin Louis play in the last match for Canada. He also was a Stanford libero, so John Costi, head coach of Stanford.
Man.
Libero you, he's got to be
Seriously.
enjoying this. Plus he's got Ewert on the floor too. Bang, bang.
And I've just been super impressed with how China is seeing the block right now. The block of the USA is there, in position, just cutting it past the block down the line.
That was a tough serve, well handled. That block is so far over the net. It's an absolute wall. One more time. Triple block sent down by the USA, outlasting China in that rally.
How about Carnegie coming up with that block, waiting for it, giving his team a little bit of fire. Long rally, triple block, waits for it, control the hands. Let's go.
And a little excitement. Love that fire now. Composure at the service line. USA trailing by 2, set number 2. And here comes the double substitution again for China. That brings on Jiang Xuan, who has been so terrifying, especially from the service line, but at both points. And their other setter as well, Wang Hobin. Looking for fingers, not finding them.
Pastor sees that block in front of him and wants to make sure he doesn't hit it down into the block, and has missed a couple of times.
No timeouts remaining for the United States. Strihobis on the other side. What a dig. Jendrik patrolling, but nothing will fall on USA's side until Jendrik gets a hold of it.
Nice transition play, controlling the ball. Karchkarai for a minute thought that ball was actually out of bounds when it came back over the net. USA got the point anyway.
Yeah, right. You hold your challenge.
Yep. Leave it alone.
Well, there's
Move
no
on.
mid-rally challenge anyway this year.
Right.
Double substitution again. Pastor up front. I don't know if he's meditating or tired. I don't know. But here's Ma'a behind the service line. Catches the tape.
Oh,
it's so quick to the middle.
devastatingly fast. Incredible. China running this fast attack. I mean, the arm is up. Lee is in the air waiting for that set.
It's remarkably quick.
Yeah.
Outside, Ensing blasting off hands. It's going to be a free ball for the USA. Pasteur, get out of the way! Dug by Ma'a. Outside, two blockers. Shoji puts it up. Pasteur, it's yours to put down.
I was waiting for them to go on the right side to Pasteur. They said Ensing 3-4 balls in a row on the left. Pasteur got his chance and took it.
For a second, USA was playing triples with just their Olympians.
That's it.
China takes a timeout. Vital Heinen says his players are used to practicing 7 hours a day. He doesn't want to do that. He has them practicing 4 hours a day, which is long. He had a meeting with the team yesterday, wanted to talk to them about their life goals, not volleyball.
Wow.
I mean, that's what Vital does. I mentioned how he's coached all over the world, and he wants his players to have joy playing.
Yeah, he does. You could see it in him, how passionate he is and how much they believe in him. He's a fun coach to watch at all the different places that he's been.
Yeah, he spent the past winter traveling, talking to players and past players, convincing them to come back. Back again. Pasteur underneath, sitting in it. Ball is not in.
You're going to see a couple of these errors, but again, you like that swing. It was a good defensive effort and a nice rip into the angle.
Yeah, the aggressiveness is impressive, and it wasn't out by much. Here's trouble. Everybody knows it's going outside. Off of somebody's face. Shoji, beautiful tempo on that set. Uh-oh, Shoji down on the floor. No, no, no.
Oh, jeez. He's
horrible to see him in pain.
Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. Didn't quite see what happened after he set that ball.
No. A beautiful little jump set. Vital and Singh talking. Vital will talk to anyone, anywhere.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, Shoji still down on the floor, fans holding their breath.
Karchkara made his way out to the floor to check on his player. I have to remove him.
Oh, man. What you do not want to see, Eric Shoji being helped off the floor. Let's see if we can tell. Oh.
Left. Well, let's hope he just hyperextended it. I mean, it definitely went back, and I say just hyperextended it, but let's hope it's nothing overly serious, but he was in a ton of pain as they brought him off.
So Kyle D'Agostino steps in. This is his 5th year representing the United States in VNL. Last year he was in weeks 1, 2, and 3. He was in Rio. Also played collegiately for Stanford and was a former setter, has beautiful hands. They do not serve D'Agostino first ball. And Singh, power from the right side.
On the USA team, I like how they pass side out and not let that injury affect them. I mean, it's significant when you see one of your top players, Olympian, go down. Can they keep themselves together and still push forward in this set?
Agreed. Gabriel Garcia has now entered to serve. Oh, did it kiss? It did not, just a little wide. There have been more serves and attacks by the USA on just the wrong side of the line.
Just a little wide. Well, they talked about painting the lines, right? They wanted them to do that, and they're working on it.
That's
a
good
part
point.
of the process.
D'Agostino, dime pass, his first of the match. And just a little too much of a turn. China is steamrolling towards the end of set 2 to tie this match up.
Knigge gets that one past the block, but misses it out of bounds across his body. See if the USA can make up some ground here, get some energy, momentum going into the next set.
Ensing serving, USA down by 4. They lead this match 1-0. And an ace serve, well timed by Ensing.
That's big in the stretch here. And this one drops just down in front of the passers. Are super deep, but catches the seam as well.
Yeah. The interesting lineup for China, the way they're positioned. So libero kind of jumps in after the toss. And turn the other way. I don't know that I had seen that before. They did it both plays?
No, they did it both plays. And remember the opening play when I said they had this weird formation? That's what they were doing. They were all on one side. It was really weird. And then they moved, and they've been doing that a couple of times.
No other country does that that I've seen.
No.
And we've seen a lot of countries.
Right.
Off and out. Well done by Pasteur.
Hitting it so hard off the hands, hurts the shoulders of the Chinese blockers. Blasting off the left hand.
This is set point number 2 for China. Up the middle with authority. Tidao Shuai closes it out, and we are locked up at 1 set apiece in Chicago. Here's the final play again.
All right, we're gonna get set up here for a quick serve contest. We got 2 contestants. You can stand over here.
In the lap.
This is your ball.
Evincing just so smooth. The block didn't even bite on the middle hitter.
No.
Big fielding on this court. Pretty special. Look at this target. The VNL logo. Easy peasy, right? So
Well, we could just be settling in over here, and China blocked very well in that set.
They blocked very well. I love their strategy. So the USA was working the middle of the court, so you can see how the USA had more attacks but more errors. China had more blocks. So that was a big difference. No real difference in serves.
Yeah, 7 more errors by the USA than China.
That's it. Yeah. And they're forced a couple of balls out of bounds. They were looking for the hands. But again, that's a result of what China was doing. USA was running the Bic and the one, so they clogged up the middle. Then they started going to the outside, and China started answering, touching some of those balls on the outside. So a nice adjustment on the side of China.
yeah, let's all hold each other out here. Look at that. Did it hit? So close. I'm getting a no. Guys are fine. Referees over here. All right, over 3. You are so close. Don't give up. Don't give up. Over 3. Let's go. Right here. Right here. Little far. Little far. Take a little less up. Halfway there. Let's go. Look at this. Right here. Right here. Right here. Yeah.
That kind of set it all by Micah Ma'a in that second set. Key Michael standing by with Vital.
Coach, a much better second set. What do you like about what your team's doing?
I found also the second part of the first set was good. I mean, we play 1.5 set good, but on this level you have to play 2 sets good. So there, I'm happy that he came back from a really bad start. We were like mentally not ready to fight. You have to learn to come here and get balls up and defend. That is better. So now I think we're doing a good job. I cannot, on this moment, this is our best volleyball. We have to be realistic, and we will see if USA can raise the level or not. I hope we can keep our level, that's all.
Tactically, what are you doing to put pressure on USA?
Put the ball on the other side. You know, that's the most, people forget that it's not to joke. It's so important to get the ball back over, defend, play over, make them play. And that we did in the beginning. You have to count our mistakes in the first set. We make 5, 6, 7 mistakes in the first 10 points. You pay that. So that we do better, I think.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck going forward.
See you.
Always a great interview is Vital. Take us through the attack zones, Key. I mean, Salima.
Well, you saw a lot on both pins and not a ton out of the middle of the court for the USA, and that's because of the block of China. They were clogging it up, and China, it was the right side. Number 2, we talked about over and over again, the middle and the right side, only 15% to the outside. That's crazy.
Key is standing by with Karch Karai.
Coach, what is it that China's doing to put so much pressure on your team in the second set?
They've done a nice job slowing our quick down, and we just shot ourselves in the foot. Had some good passes that we just hit clean out of bounds. Those are the worst errors in volleyball, when you have a good pass and you take a first ball swing and hit it out and give them a freebie.
Is there anything you want to see your team do better going forward?
Little of everything. We definitely need more service pressure. We weren't making them very uncomfortable in that second game.
Thank you so much. Good luck.
Get into that top 8 at the end of the 3 weeks of play.
And that's hard to do in a situation like this.
Set 3 underway. Micah Ma serving. Powerful first serve. They run the middle as they have. Pasteur, big swing, but wide. We talked about the attack errors in set number 2. Did USA in?
Yep. They're still seeing that block get in front of them and avoiding it instead of trying to maybe attack the hands, try to hit it a little flatter into the block.
Through the center of the court again. And Ewert makes sure his foot doesn't go over the line either.
And going back to that middle of the court, they went away from it a little bit. Now they should just keep going back and forth. See if they can run the bick, the one, the go. Keep moving it around.
Pasteur, it's gotten away from him.
He's going to have to find a way to steady out his game right now. A couple of unforced hitting errors, a couple of service errors. See if he can rein that in.
Yep, first set, fantastic.
Oh, incredible.
By Pasteur, so he's got it in him. Same with the passing here. They're going for him. They make their mistake. What did China do so right in set number 2 to get that win?
It was their blocking scheme. It was they were completely in control of the net, and that forced the USA to make a lot of errors.
Strong attack. Big block in front. Heads up.
Zhang Zhuita in the middle, waiting for it. Look at the size of that block.
Ma'a to Pasteur, up and down.
That's a confidence builder for him to get him back in a rhythm offensively. USA going back to the big attack.
And most importantly, they got China's best server off of the end line. Ensing. It's over. Off the block. Oh. It's still good. Everybody stays down on this one. Ma'a chases it. A little less than perfect. USA block gets a hold of it. It is just like blasting through sandstone over there.
Incredible. China keeps controlling the block. Good touches, no real approach either for the outside. Just a little step close and an attack score.
USA has a front court setter in Micah Ma'a. He will attack. Told you.
Look at you, right on cue.
I know it. I've called his matches for, I don't know, 8 years.
Unfortunately, that one didn't go down, and China seizing the opportunity for an easy play and transition on the right side. Tons of swings and points coming from the right side of the court for China.
If China controls their errors like they did in
Yep.
the last set, it's going to be trouble for USA.
Without question.
Just 2 errors for China in set number 2. Here's Ewert, who is making a big impression on the coaches of USA, no doubt. Carnegie and Ma'a combine.
You saw those stats at the end of the last set. There weren't a ton of kills coming from the left side of China. Most of their offense is middle and right side. That's a big block on the right for USA.
Substitution as Pasteur goes out and Cooper Robinson comes in for the United States. Beautiful. Like threading a needle on that sideline.
Yu Guantuai getting this ball off the hands.
Zhang Jutia serving. Outside, Robinson first swing is full swing.
I love it when someone can come off the bench and have an immediate impact. That's your job. You got to make a difference, not just wait it out. There's no time.
Both Ma'a and Robinson played for UCLA, different eras though. Robinson just finished his collegiate eligibility in May. Big dig, Carnegie underneath it. It's going to be Robinson meeting that huge China block.
Trying to make something happen with his left hand and push it into the block, but it was too tight and no room to hit around.
Now, will they serve Robinson? That's the question. This is his first time back in serve receive. They
Yes.
indeed do, and he puts up a beautiful pass. Ball is good.
China just finding ways to keep it under control. They are limiting their errors, attacking the sidelines, finding ways to get the ball on the floor. You heard Vital Hannon say it. It sounds silly, but that's it. Defense transition, you got to get the ball back on the other side of the net, make them play.
Wong Habin serving. Will he go at Robinson again, or the seam between Robinson and Ewert? He goes at Robinson. It's handled perfectly. Ma'a doesn't even take a step.
Well, like you said, USA getting the passing that they need. Now they have to spread this offense out. And trying to make something happen over there on the right side of the court. See if they can change this pattern a little bit.
Third serve goes to Robinson. Block is solid. That time, a triple block, just not sealed.
Triple block, and I think only one of them actually tried to block.
Yeah, Robinson. And Coach Karai will call his first timeout. Let's take a look again.
All right, fans, it's time to say a big thank you and give a big round of applause to our volunteers in the orange shirts around the venue, around the court, the volunteers, the poppers, those in the concourse. A big thank you to those spending their time here with us this week. This would not be possible without you.
Oh, look at this fickle audience starting to turn the other way. Fickle fans, if you will. It was like 94 to 6%.
It was. Well, China's really stepped up their level of play and shown that they can make adjustments and make the United States uncomfortable.
Ma'a. Ma'a's set there was insane.
Sure was. But how about that monster block?
Jeez.
There's the set. And the middles again proved.
Yep. And this is the issue with Cooper Robinson coming in right now, is that everybody else has been burned by that block so many times. And then an ace serve just in the coffin corner.
Yep.
China's doubled up USA.
Deep serve. That is a tough ball. You're not passing that thing.
Yeah. Final timeout for USA.
We've got a lot of fans supporting China in the crowd. I want you to raise your hand if you flew here from China to be here. Do we have anyone? Oh, I see one up there. Yes, you did. Excellent. Can I get your name? Amazing. Thank you for being here. Give a big round of applause to everyone.
It's good to see Eric Shoji up
Yeah, very good.
and walking around, even if gingerly.
Yep. Heard him in the last timeout, talking to them, encouraging them to fight and compete.
Yep, called it a good opportunity to chip away. Now, what they did with Cooper Robinson on this last serve is that he completely left the serve receive. Shows himself here. Came back into it, made a nice pass, and there's Ma'a. Changes the conversation.
I like that, and they have to make some adjustments, and sometimes they just let someone else take the ball. He'll step in, take that short one with his hands. A nice play by Robinson and Maha.
Yeah, the blocker did not go up with him.
Oh.
Back-to-back points.
That was a thud, but hit out of bounds. China still running that middle attack.
Here we're seeing that odd serve receive pattern. Everybody's bunched to the right.
And now you see them make a move on the contact.
On the toss.
On the toss, excuse me.
Yeah, it's different here, right?
Yes.
So they can make their move on the toss.
And that's new for those of you that think sometimes they're overlapping or leaving too early. As soon as the ball is tossed, they can leave.
Yep. Some have said that that's going to kill the high top spin serve.
Right.
But what it does for Ma, like he can't see where people are and seams. Pass is good from Ewert back. Trying Robinson on the right. Big time block. Jendrick flanked by Robinson and Ewert.
Block in the right spot. And this wasn't the smartest swing, low into the block. Maybe tried to recycle it, but that was tough.
Robinson's first serve of the match. Well done.
Oh.
Better.
That was a nice set from about 20 feet off and behind to the opposite. Lots of offense coming from the right side. Got a good look at that here. Perfectly placed.
Well, and that has been the Achilles heel. Jiang Xuan, number 2 for China, has caused all kinds of problems. USA has to stop trying this China block.
They really do. They have to hit high, they have to hit flat. See if they get that bit going again. That's been effective for them. But right now, man, that is a huge block on the right.
It's got to be keep away from Jiang Xuan in all facets of the game. There, Jendrick.
Oh.
Same athlete.
Got hit again in the face.
Yeah, Wang Habin, who we saw Pasteur hit in the face, now again. Oh boy. And he's going to continue playing.
Again.
I mean,
this is a tough man. Here's that swing, cut back. Oh. His hands were just low, waiting for it.
Head taking a beating. Timeout. called by China. Oh, and there it is. The braid just crossed on the win prediction. Now China with the advantage.
Waiting for it, waiting to see if that was going to cross.
Well, this China team has been impressive. First of all, they got their first ever win over Serbia. Their first time having back-to-back wins in Volleyball Nations League. And right now, pushing world ranked number 5 USA. China's world ranked number 22. Again.
Man.
He's just, Xuan is impossible to stop for USA right now.
Can't slow him down. The block's waiting for it. They're, I mean, even hedging a little bit in that direction, still can't slow him down.
That's a massive break for the United States. He had a huge service run in set number 2. Ensing has big arm as well, and now's a good time to unleash it.
Very smart play on the outside. Left side, off blocker, super deep, still retreating a little bit. A nice tip to the middle of the court.
Double substitution for China. 1 and 7 come in. Yi Yaoqian will be setting now. Ensing looks as good as ever, if not even better.
So good. Perfect pass by Robinson, handling that ball, and Ensing finding that line. Again, those are the edges they were talking about at the timeouts. Hit the side of the court.
Block is good. Popped up again. Too sharp, no touch, point USA.
Little finger wag by Carnegie. Like, no, 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 no. You're not going to hit this ball past me.
Ewert serving, USA trailing by 4. Match is locked up at 1 set apiece. Wow. Changing paces.
Changing pace. I like it. Getting China on the floor a little bit. But again, it's that Bic has been working pretty well over the last set. They can go back to that.
Yeah, and so China did the double sub again. So they have a front court setter in Wang Hebin, and they've got Jiang Xuan, and that's why they did it, to put him back on the floor.
That's tough. That's a ball that could be picked up by an off blocker. Nice tip over the top. They've tipped a couple of balls here now. The USA can use this. They can make a push here. Even though China has had this lead pretty consistently over the course of this set. Actually, a pretty big lead early on, yeah?
Yep.
And from the service line, they can make something happen. Just got to slow down that right side.
Yeah, they led by 6 at 17-11, 16-10. Nice serve by Carnegie.
There it is.
That's the play.
There it is. Finally lined up perfectly. Robinson coming in, making that move. That is a big block into the angle of the top point scorer for China.
I like watching Robinson block. It's like he's smothering
Yes.
the ball. China takes their second timeout. China's lead was 6 twice in this set. Now USA within 2. Carnegie behind the service line, just let one fly. Outside, only one blocker up, and a ripper from Yuan Tai.
When you get it, the middles have been good, the right side has been so good. You understand why he might end up one-on-one on the outside.
They're trying. Ensing off the block, and it's good. Wow, China back up to 4.
Couple of big points. That ball may have been just a little bit behind him, but it's a bump set, but it's more the block in the right spot.
Block is solid. I don't know what else to say for that. I mean,
Nothing else. There's nothing else to say. The middle blockers for China have been unreal, whether it's out of the middle of the court or closing to the pins.
the only thing I can think to say is if you're on the USA side and you think you see something that has worked, think again.
You don't.
Yeah. And then that time a little too much, right? Trying to get away from it.
Well, that's hard, and that's the growth part of younger players, right? Coming out of college, seeing this huge block, international volleyball, playing at home, USA on your back. There's a lot going on, and they're going to have to learn and continue to develop in these environments.
Oh, absolutely. So Pasteur in right now, and he'll get a shot. You know, Cooper Robinson, who just left, was the leading scorer for the USA with 54 points in week number 1. So, I mean, it's just the depth is just going to circling the outside hitters.
It's exciting for the USA team.
Yeah. It's so frustrating when you're a blocker because he makes it look so easy.
Yep. Smart play over the shoulder, seeing the hands of Ensing reaching out to the outside.
Yeah, and Yuan Tai just stands at 1.86 m. I think that's just a little over 6 feet.
Yeah. Wow.
Smallest attacker by far on the court. D'Agostino, perfect first pass.
About it.
Sets that up.
D'Agostino holding it down. Shoji's on the bench, trying to recover. What a play. There's that big attack working for the USA.
Pasteur does not give full speed, gets it in instead, and the middle comes right back.
And that's tough when you have the opposite waiting to attack. Do you front the middle if you're the middle blocker for the USA and leave him one-on-one? It's a hard thing to choose.
China passing 54% in this match. Off the block and out the long way.
Beautiful set by Ma'a all the way across to get an assist there.
This will be set point number 2 for China, with Gabby Garcia coming in to serve. May as well let it rip at this point. And he does. You have to.
Have to.
At that point when you're facing 6 set points. China takes set number 3, even easier than they took. In the center of the serve receive right now. Ma'a, front court setter in the rotation they're starting in, so he'll be their first server. Hobus. And there's Champ.
Talked about smart player, calm, not going to make a wild swing if that set's too far in front of him, which it caught him just a little bit. Smart play.
Played a lot of beach volleyball growing up and just sees every possibility. Ma'a's serve was very strong. And then Ewert off the block and down.
You were just kissing the ball, touching it ever so slightly to get it off the hands. Oh, such a smart play.
Substitution for China. They bring in Wenzuaha. Ma'a, full speed serve. Blocking line, and he drives cross.
What an angle, and you had 2 defenders in that angle, and he's still able to find it sharp inside the block.
Back to Hobus. It's up. Oh, what a play by the United States.
How about that defensive effort and pickup to keep that ball going? Now they're finding a little energy.
With Hobus and Champlin now in the front court, 2 players we haven't seen much of in this match. We're seeing Champlin for the first time. We saw Hobus only for a moment. There's Champlin off the block. Blind. See what I mean?
How about that?
Yeah.
I was holding my breath for a ball stuffed straight down, but he found it. Step close, blowing past the middle blocker.
Yeah, Champlin known for his court vision. Will find the way and forces China into their first timeout. Yeah, now these fickle fans don't know how to make up their mind. It's going back and forth, and we get it.
Of course it is.
I mean,
yeah.
USA heavily favored coming in. It's a China team that is ranked number 22 in the world.
Right.
Jordan Ewert serving. Out. That's a break.
A big break because they got Jendrick to jump on that perfect pass.
We'll see if they try to exploit Champlin. He's smaller on the outside.
Oh.
Hobus takes a full swing. Oh, send it back, Hobus. Not here, not now.
How about that? They're not setting a free ball over the net on my team. No way.
Option denied. Oh, what a dig from Hobus now. D'Agostino to Champlin. It's blind off the block. He's the magic man.
How about it? The substitutions coming off the bench, making a huge impact. Champlin seeing that, turning it high and flat. That's exactly what I was talking about at the beginning. They've got to attack the hands, hit off the edges, and not avoid and miss and hit out.
Wow, another timeout called. Listening to Vital, I just want you guys to play good.
Yeah, I like that. He said, I'm not looking at the scoreboard. I just want us to play better.
Yeah, he has coached, I mentioned it earlier, China, Turkey, Germany, Italy, Poland, Belgium. Vital Heinen knows his way around an airport, that's for sure. No more timeouts available for China. They are out of timeouts. That's off high hands. That's great execution by China.
They were trying to make that play. It was super close. Here's the high swing. And skipped so far. Ewart just couldn't chase that one down.
I mean, off the highest point of the fingers of the tallest blocker. USA is stacked right. Champlin kind of out on his own there on the left. They go right through it.
Now a couple of errors on China's side.
How about this? Shane Holdaway getting his first look in Volleyball Nations League. Number 12 for USA, a middle blocker, 27 years old. Never competed at the national team level. And they set him immediately. Nope. And it's out. Salima, you were a national team setter, you're a coach. Tell me why, when a middle is subbed in, you always set him immediately.
You gotta get him going. You've got to get him going right away. Confidence from your setter is everything. They're gonna come off the bench and do something that the other team has not seen at all before either.
But if I'm blocking, I'm going, okay, welcome in. I know you're going to be set.
Absolutely.
And still, he scores.
And I like the serving strategy here on the USA. They've been serving tough into zone one, where all the action is, where all the players are clogged up, causing some problems on the Chinese side.
Holdaway doing some great work up at the net, defending.
Let's go. A little dance there in the middle of the court.
So when Salima's talking about zone one, you can look where the blue jersey, the libero, is for China, because they're trying this different serve receive pattern.
Different serve receive pattern. You've got the setter over there. You've got the right side. There's just a lot of action. And you can clog a lot of things up over there. Excuse me, the setter's over on the other side.
Yeah, now they've changed and there's just a big hole in the middle that will not remain a hole. On the toss, everybody shifts around. Ma'a first ball. Jendrick sets it up. Champlin going for hands, doesn't get him.
Champlin trying to hit off the hands of the middle blocker. Missed the fingers.
Just celebrated his one-year wedding anniversary last week. Went home from Rio to do that. Tough pass. Off the block and good. USA looking re-energized with new players on the floor.
Absolutely. Sometimes that's all it takes. Just some fresh faces, some new looks, some different kind of energy. And that's what they're getting right now.
Well, as you called it, an audition. I mean, it's an audition for the next 3 years to prepare for the 2028 Olympics. Hobis lets a good serve go. Off hands. Again, Hobus, does he get the antenna there?
Think he may have.
Yeah.
Oh. But you still have to like the flow of all of that, the contact, the ball control, all of it. He wants to hit that ball outside down the line as instructed. Just misses it and clips the antenna.
4 serving 11. China's got to find a way to get it going. Front court setter in Micah Ma'a. He's already attacked twice. Champlin, off hands.
I love it. Passing is great. D'Agostino doing such a phenomenal job. A little 360, 180. What is that?
A pirouette. That's a 360 when you're all the way around. 180 would be bad. He would no longer be facing the court. Champlin also has a blistering serve, by the way. Middle, chased, brought back.
Wow.
Well done by Hobus. Good turn and run. Ah, and the net just not sealed. Coach Garai has to be thrilled with what he's seeing.
Without question, because China has to do everything they possibly can just to stay with the United States right now. They are giving their all. They're lucky to sneak that ball through.
Yeah, Hobus playing great in every aspect of the game right now. Ewert off the block. Yeah. Take a good swing, understandable from the backcourt. Block's waiting for you.
Chinese block lining up perfectly on this ball that's set just a little bit inside. See how they stop short. That's a perfectly formed block.
Yeah, China has 14 blocks so far in this match.
That's a lot. Oh.
I get it.
Yes. Yes, we all understand what he was trying to do.
Yeah, it's a matter of not letting the errors compound now for USA. And now Gabby Garcia will come in for Kyle Hobus.
And Hobus, minus that last swing or two, a phenomenal job.
Absolutely. Garcia, another strong right side attacker from the backcourt.
Yes.
Ma'a, we talked about it.
I was waiting for that one. Perfect timing.
All the way serve is big, no good. Here's Garcia, head hunting from the backcourt. And Coach Karai is calling for a touch immediately, wants a challenge. And actually the down referee was already signaling it.
I think that's what he's pointing at right now. The down ref. That was a touch on the head of the
or
libero.
Shoulder.
Something. And Coach Cry is not happy. Pretty much everyone could see it.
There it is. And no argument from China, yeah.
Take a look at that here, number 16, the libero. Oh yeah. He gets hit.
Ma'a backcourt, that brings Garcia up front. Garcia will be attacking for the first time in this match. We are in the fourth set, China leading 2-1. This is Volleyball Nations League international play, first match of week number 2. A cannon, and it's dug by Ma'a, and then Champlin off the block.
so many good things in that rally. It started with a high swing to start the play, and the dig out of the mid left back. Unreal defense. USA coming through with that big play. The fans on the edge of the seats.
Gets a touch on that. Chamberlain leads all scorers in this set with 5 points already.
Well, he's been so good, so consistent, just like you talked about. How about that smart swing from the middle blocker? Seeing those hands and taking advantage of them.
And now we're seeing China cause more errors for themselves.
Well, they have to press. They're trying to get themselves back into this, and they're trying so hard that they're making some unforced errors.
Like that.
Yeah, that's not something they've done all match. Hit the ball into the tape, into the net.
No, not at all. And Vital Heinen's going to make a couple of substitutions here. This one for China, he's bringing in Jai Dujun. We have not seen him yet as Jendrik continues to serve. Number 14 for China in the backcourt. He's 25 years old. Been with the same club since 2018, and now we have Yu Yao Chen entering, so it'll be a front court setter for China. That's not a sub we usually see, so will he attack? Out to Champ. Holdaway touches first ball and gets it back again. Garcia hasn't been used yet. Champlin, I'm done with you.
And just walks away easy. He knew it was a kill before he landed. How about the defense on China's side? But the finish, nice and easy off the hands.
Looking for it, doesn't get it. Wang Bin serving. Yeah, this is what China's head coach Vital Heinen was talking about. They don't have any more timeouts. They took both timeouts so early.
Yeah.
And it's just snowballing now, their errors in this set. Champlin's serve causes problems. Great turn down the line.
That is a nice swing on a far set. Setter puts that ball all the way across the court.
And for Dujun, that's his first swing of the match.
Incredible. Cups that ball on the right side of it to hit it down the line.
USA is stacked to the right. D'Agostino first touch, Garcia!
Garcia trying to get the fans going. I like it. This is that youth, that team full of life and energy. They're going to be exciting to watch here in the future.
Garcia is a thrilling player, plays at Trentino. Hold away with an ace.
Talk about making an impact the first time on the court. Couple blocks, couple of kills, now an ace.
21 serving 13, trying to push this to a 5th set. Block's not sealed.
What a pass, and the speed of this, they're trying to really press the block and pick up the speed to the outsides to beat the block of USA.
Trouble. Ewert composed, knowing can't see the block. Trying to use the block, not going to happen. Big dig, now Ewert can take a swing.
He's pretty sure he got the hands, and that's exactly what he wanted to do. And Vital is like, don't challenge, take it.
Okay, yeah.
Take it.
So Karch was offering to challenge. Vital's like, let's just not.
Yeah, move on. Okay, here's that serve receive pattern again. We'll take a look at the swing first. High, yep,
Oh,
got
yeah.
all the fingers. All right, here's that serve receive pattern of China, all on the right side of the court. Then make their move on the toss.
Yep, and Ma'a puts it into the right side.
Now they're running out of real estate. That same play, drifting to one side, trying to cut it back in the other direction, but there's not enough room.
USA is 2 points away from pushing this to a 5th set. We're seeing Miao Juziwa for the first time. Oh, heavy serve. Off the block and out.
The block is there, lined up where it needs to be. This is just a better swing. And way out of system. What a smart play by China.
It is set point USA. It'll be Ewert serving for the set. There's the middle, slowed down. And it was D'Agostino running for it, probably aware he's got Ewert on his shoulder.
Without question. A good block touch. The ball too far for USA to chase down.
USA set point number 2. Champlin, strong first touch, overpassed. Ma'a, back to Jendrick. Off the block, Garcia has it. It's gonna be Champ, swinging for the set. And the United States, for China, it's a quick set to 15 for both these teams, and China needs to get themselves right immediately. Ewert has shown a craftiness.
I like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like how he's moving the ball around, seeing the block. Little tip here and there, and then a crush in the deep corner here and there.
Ma'a behind the service line. It'll be a ripper, and it is. Beautiful block, Ewert. Yeah, you go ahead and flex, worth it.
You're allowed to, because that side of the court has been, there has been so many points coming from that side of the court. Nice block, perfectly lined up by the USA.
Wasn't gonna allow himself to be used. Ma'a serves again. Triple block, sent back. Miscommunication. Turned into a picnic for half a second up there. Garcia ends it.
I didn't know if, I wasn't sure if anyone was going to touch the ball. Everyone was just standing there waiting for it.
Sprint out.
That was weird.
Yeah.
all kinds of weird.
That's your analysis as a national team player.
What else are you gonna say about that? That was crazy. Move on.
Ma'a serving again. Yeah, the longer you leave him on that end line, the tougher it's going to get. Digs that ball up. Ma'a gets everybody out of the way. Does not go to a middle, second effort. D'Agostino gets a stab at it. It'll go out to Ewert. Oh. And China shuts it down with their blocking.
How about it? The defensive effort, and the ball is still alive. Here's a tough swing coming over the shoulder, trying to cut it back down the line. That is a perfectly formed block. Little surprise on the side of Ewert.
Champlin, good pass. Oh. And from the backcourt, it's a plane. It's a man. No, it's Ethan Champlin.
Well, perfect pass from him, and then starts his approach right away to come in out of the backcourt, attack this ball while the block is taking off.
So both Champlin and Micah Ma'a, the setter, played for UCLA in different eras. They didn't overlap, but the offense was the same from John Speraw, and they have a very quick backcourt attack at UCLA.
And I love that because that's what the USA wants to do, and they want to continue that. We've seen that before with DeFalco. You saw that with Aaron Russell. There's so many of the veteran players. It's still staying in place year after year for the USA team as well.
Garcia is reading the court, taking in data. So he can do that.
Oh. That was a thumping by Garcia. Perfect set, just laying it straight up, sees the block and the angle that's available to him.
Jendrick's serve, it's high to the right. Point China.
Again, China, no matter where this ball is being passed, they're trying to set this ball super fast to the outside, beat the block with some speed.
And then serve tough. It is Ewert flanked by Champlin and D'Agostino. Before the ball even goes out, he's like, yeah, that's long.
Well, that's the energy and the fire and that I love about this team. They're just so much fun to watch.
Here comes Garcia. Powerful serve, USA leading 6-3. This set's only to 15 points. Heavy serve, well passed. To the middle they go. That's a heck of a set on China's side.
Firing it into the middle of the court. This has been working for China. Gone away from it a little bit over the last set and a half. But nice to see them work that middle attack again.
Wang Habin, if people have joined us late, has been hit in the face twice.
He has been.
And the fact that he's still out there is amazing, much less setting like that.
It's shocking and hit hard. Now here's a bad matchup. Wang Habin on the outside. We'll see if they set the ball to the left side. One of the smaller blockers.
Ma'a is front court. Quick to Champlin, up and over.
And there it is. Exactly what they should have done. Executed it down the line. I thought they might switch block, but they did not.
And now Champlin behind the service line. USA leading by 3. Too much sauce.
You got to keep going for it. You have a bit of a cushion, so you got to keep some pressure from the service line if you're the USA. Actually, on both sides.
Yeah, because it's not a big cushion.
Nope.
Ma'a.
So quick over the net. Takes a little peek, knows that the block is not even thinking about him right now. They have to focus on the middle attacker. Look at that.
Hold away. Serving. Ripper of a serve. Perfectly passed by China. It's still good. Ewert. Big block ahead, recycles. Ma'a looks at his options. Was thinking Champ. Champ's pointing to Ewert there. Block holding it together. Over dig. Oh my goodness. Solo block is out.
Holdaway just laughing, got hit by the ball defensively. There's that first dig over the net. And the second time around, unable to come up with it. China pushing forward.
Zhu Hua has great emotion for that moment. Kabam! It is Jeff Jendrick out of the middle.
Jendrick, such an effective attacker, finds the space between the two blockers. Sometimes you just have to find it and let your setter find you.
You know, Karch Karai doesn't call them bench players, he calls them game changers. And certainly the substitutions he had has absolutely changed this match.
Oh.
Ma just didn't realize exactly how close he was.
Oh, that's a tough play. That's a pretty good dig, sticking the arm out there. Thought he was a little further away from the pole than he was.
And maybe sweaty hands there too.
Yep.
Jamlin first contact. There it is again.
Looks like a net violation. We'll take a look at this. Ball was hit out, but a net.
Champlin out and Cooper Robinson in now. And there is a challenge.
We got a challenge. Did you guys sit down like you called that last play? We're gonna find out what they're challenging your students.
Keep in mind that the challenge also gives you a little bit of time to talk to your team.
Without question.
They do not think they texted.
Especially if they're going back to the service line, you can slow somebody down.
All right, let's take a vote. Make some noise if you think the point is going to China.
In these last few points of the fifth set, what's going to be key for each team? Start with China.
Yeah, for China, they have to. Let's see if we can take a look at this, and then we'll talk about it. Oh,
That's
yeah.
something, yeah.
Unsuccessful point USA.
Point USA.
China needs to get their middle going again. That's what's been effective, middle on the right side, because they're trying to stress it, the block on the left side. It's not working right now. And then under control, limit their errors.
Ewert ball in. Shut down, heavy roof, extended awning, courtesy of Jeff Jendrick.
That was not part of my game plan. Not at all. let me try again. Maybe they didn't hear me. But that started with the serve. Pass way off the net. There was no choice. Jendrick, one-on-one.
And he looks up like, what just happened there? This is something that Vital Heinen has been stressing the whole time is don't worry about the score. I want to see the play. I want to see you play better.
Well, they don't understand. Well, they do understand, but when you focus on the next point, it compounds, and then you get the next point and the next point, and you can do anything to come back at this point.
From the right side, Robinson, this time not trying to hit through the block.
How about D'Agostino setting that ball on the ground, back bump set all the way to the outside. Take a look at the dig and then the amazing set. Here it is.
Well, so my memory says that D'Agostino was recruited to Stanford as a setter and then moved it to the libero position. I'm sure John Costi will text me if I'm wrong, but
that explains it.
yeah, he's got fantastic hands and bump setting. This set just to 15. USA won the first. China won the second and third. USA won fourth, and here we are in the fifth. Opening match of Volleyball Nations Week, and another player down.
Oh, no. I hope it's a cramp because I think it was his knee. What are you doing?
Okay, he'd be saying something if it was his knee. Let's take a look at the play again.
Watch. I mean, he holds it immediately.
He holds his calf.
Oh, cramp?
Girl can dream. They wouldn't be. I don't know.
Well, no, his teammate ran over to him. I was terrified, and I'm hoping, and I believe it was a calf cramp.
Oh, if you're just joining us and you missed it earlier, Eric Shoji went down with an injury as well, unspecified. China has stayed pretty steady with their usual players for USA. It was an injection of players in the fourth set. Ethan Champlin among them, who's back on the floor right now. 7 points for Champ in set number 4, his first time off the bench. Gabby Garcia, Kyle Hobus. Also in that fourth set came in. Shane Holdaway made a big change. D'Agostino dimes the pass. Jendrick through the middle.
Crowd now chanting USA, getting into this. Wanting to see the home team come away with a victory. And this will be a big one for the USA. As we know, they need every single win. It's critical as they move forward.
Top 8 teams out of 18 advance after 3 weeks of preliminaries. This is week 2. No touch. And Vital Heinen says, oh, not so fast, my friend.
They are gonna challenge this, and
Karch says, actually, there was a touch, so let's not waste time. That's just karma coming around a second time.
yes, absolutely.
For China, they need to find some magic right here. Champlin first touch. He'll be on the outside. Absolutely tagging the end line. He's been nearly perfect today.
I believe that might be his 10th point on the night. Coming in, making such an impact.
Indeed it was. Only 1.5 sets played with 10 points, 7 in the last. Garcia serving. And match point number 2 coming up.
Trying to stay in it. We talked about getting the middles involved. That's what's been their bread and butter, and the right side of the court. Right now, it's going to be all on the service line. They're blocking defense.
Match point USA. Champlin first contact, outside, Champlin. Ewart gets a piece of it. Blasting through the block, China stays alive, forcing a third match point.
I absolutely love how they're hanging in. Wang with this flat swing off the hands. Seeing if he can keep his team in this.